everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to share some of our short book recommendations. We wanted to share these because it's the end of the year, and at least for us, we are trying to finish our reading goal. So we like to read lots of shorter books so we can get more in. So yeah, Amelia's going to start us off with the first book.
The first book we have is The Reluctant Godfather by Allison Tebo. This is an extremely tiny book, it's tiny. And we've talked about it quite a bit, but this is about Berndy, who is a fairy godfather who just loves to bake cakes and be kind of cranky, and he doesn't like that he has to look after the prince and this girl, and in hopes of making their problems go away and making them happy, he decides to make them fall in love, but things don't go quite as he planned. This is just a really fun, very short book that you can read in a sitting or two, and it's very just humorous and will just lift your spirits up and make you happy.
You can't have a short book recommendation at Christmas time without A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This is a special edition, so it's very large, but the book is actually quite small and short, and it is such a classic, good story. Everyone knows this book, but it's just such a good story. And if you haven't read it yet or haven't read it in a long time, I would definitely pick it up again or for the first time. It's just such a nice book to get you in the Christmas spirit.
The next book we have is actually a middle grade story titled The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane by Kate DiCamillo. This is a story about a China rabbit who can't move or talk, but he can experience things, and he ends up being a companion to so many different people and just helping their lives so much. And this is just a very heartwarming story. I listened to it on audio in a day, and it was just a really good one, and just really had the message that just small and seemingly unimportant things can really help people.
The next book is The Westing Game by Raskin, and we have talked about this one quite often, but it's such a fun book. It is a mystery. It was written in the 70s, I believe, and it is about a bunch of people who are invited to live at this apartment building, and they don't know it, but they are going to be brought into this mystery that they have to solve. Mr. Westing has just died, and he has left all of them clues to figure out so that they can be the ones to win his inheritance. It's just a really fun, quirky book. The characters are so different and interesting, and it's a really nice, short mystery.
The next recommendation we have is The Door in the Wall by Marguerite Angeli. I read this either last year or I think last year, and I don't remember a whole lot about the story itself, but I do remember I really enjoyed just how simple and solid the story was. It was just a very solid 4-star read for me. And this follows Robin, and he is basically left in a castle, and because of just the crazy things going on in medieval London, he is left alone, and Brother Luke comes along and takes him to St. Mark's Monastery. Yeah, like I said, it was just a very solid story. It's only, 128 pages, so a very quick read as well, and from what I remember, I really enjoyed it, and it might be time for me to reread it as well.
The next book we have is Winnie-the-Pooh by A.A. Milne. This is a book that is very dear to my heart. I love Winnie-the-Pooh very much, as you can tell. It's just such a fun little lovely children's book. You just follow Winnie-the-Pooh as he goes on his adventures and does things with Christopher Robin and all of his little friends. It is just such a sweet book, and it is very short, so you could read this very quickly.
Next we have The Cricket in Times Square by George Seldon, and this is a story I think we may have read as a family a long time ago, or our mom read it to us, and this follows Chester, who is a cricket, and he arrives in Times Square on a subway train. There, the tiny creature is lucky enough to find 3 good friends: a little boy named Mario, whose parents run the unsuccessful newsstand, a fast-talking Broadway mouse named Tucker, and his pal Harry the cat. Throughout their escapades and their ups and downs in New York City, together they somehow manage to bring success to the almost bankrupt newsstand. This is a really simple and classic children's story. I don't remember when it was written, let's see. It was written in 1960, and I just remember it very fondly. I remember all of the pictures inside, they're kind of terrifying. So this was just a very cute and heartwarming story that I really remember fondly and would be happy to read again sometime soon.
And then the last short book we have is 12 Angry Men by Reginald Rose. This is actually a play, and it is very, very short. I read this probably 4 years ago for an English class, and I read it in one sitting, and I really enjoyed it. I don't exactly remember everything about it, but it is about a jury who is trying to decide if a teenage boy killed his father or not. So this was based off of a TV show, which I've never seen and had never heard of. It was really enjoyable and interesting and informative.
So that was all we had to share today. We would love to hear any short books that you enjoy reading or books that you liked from this list. We want to thank you for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. We want to thank you for watching this video. We hope you have a wonderful day. I never say that. We want to thank you for watching this video. We hope... What did we say?